How's it going, everybody? My name is Tiana Cohen, and I am so excited to welcome you to Major League Table Tennis. If you are excited, let me hear you make some noise! We have two incredible teams hitting the court today. We got Texas Smash versus your very own home team, the Bay Area Blasters. This is our second match of the day, our second match of the whole season. We are so pumped up and excited. So if you are ready to meet your teams, let me hear you get loud. Coming up first, we have the Texas Smash. They are led by their captain, Dave Macbeth from England. Up next, we have Hiromitsu Kasahara from Japan, Amy Wang from the USA, Gudong Liang from China, Joao Montero from Portugal, and Nandan Naresh, USA. Give it up one more time for Texas Smash. And now it is time to meet your very own Blasters. Keep it loud as they make their way out, led by Coach Timothy Long. Jim Bao Ma from the USA, Chi Ga from China, Sonora Silva from Sri Lanka, Vade Sheth from the USA, Elsayed Lashin from Egypt, and last but certainly not least, Lily Zhang from right here in the Bay Area. I would also like to introduce you to our officials over by our players. We have Peter Chung. Right over here, we have Mei Wong. And in the back hiding from us, we got Jerry Lee. Players, if you are ready, shake hands and let's play.
Whoa!
It's unbelievable.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My goodness. Oh! It caught the edge. What a rally.
Ace. He's going to have his own reel after this.
That's it. Oh, my goodness. What a battle. Leah Pittsburgh wins it for the Florida Crocs. And Chong completes the comeback. Into the net, and it's over. Ramon Lorenz We will see Enzo Angles and the Gold Rush 2 weeks from tonight in Charlotte. Tonight we get to see the Season 1 champs, the Texas Smash, against the team that has finished third in each of the first 2 seasons, the hometown Bay Area Blasters, playing on their home turf here in Pleasanton inside the Alameda County Fairgrounds. It's the second match of the season as we get rolling here in Season 3 of MLTT. Welcome back, everybody. Evan Lepler with the New Zealand national champ, Matt Hetherington. All right, these two teams have been the best in the West each of the past 2 years. Both of them have been to championship weekend each time. Both of them are shorthanded in various ways this weekend. What do you expect tonight?
I mean, the Bay Area Blasters know how to draw a home crowd, so they have that support on their side at least. I think they have the best depth out of the female players in the league this season with Chiga and Lily Zhang. Obviously in this match, Lily's sitting on the bench, so that shows you the depth that they have there. Ma Jinbao's here. Obviously Kim Tae-hyun's not here, but yeah, I think a pretty interesting matchup. I think Bay Area got in early on the free agents. So obviously they brought in Vade Chef, who's a up-and-coming men's player in the US. And then you have also interesting combination in the doubles with Ma Jinbao and Sonura Silva.
Well, it is interesting. You know, Dave Macbeth is the acting head coach tonight of the Smash. Jorg Vitzigayo is not here. Perhaps he's watching from afar. I imagine he is. But that's a loss for the Smash to be without him, considering what he has meant to this team. So Macbeth does double duty. He'll play doubles alongside his new teammate, Huadong Liang. And we got a couple of MLTT veterans, 2 of the third-year stars on the stables, Jinbao Ma for the Blasters and Hiramitsu Kasahara for the Smash. Both of these guys will try to get their teams off to a good start this evening. MLTT prime time on a Friday night as we get the new season of professional table tennis in America underway. The Portland Paddlers with a convincing 16-5 win earlier this evening over the Florida Crocs. Portland trying to get what each of these teams have,
Texas
which is postseason experience in Season 3. Great to have you with us wherever you are. Kasahara serves first.
These two guys have such great matches against each other. Actually had the pleasure of them watching them play a few weeks ago at the LA Open out of Pomona. Kasahara was actually leading in the match, but Ma Jinbao managed to take it and in the end win the tournament. So a couple of other Major League Table Tennis Season 3 newcomers there as well who lost out early. Well, one of them lost out early. Koki Niwa actually lost in the last 16, and then Yuya Oshima managed to make the final, but Ma Jinbao won the whole tournament with a 4-0 win in the final over him. So shows that the new blood coming into the league is not invincible. So.
2-all.
Who is the favorite coming into this match tonight between these two individuals, Ma and Kasahara, in your opinion?
2-all.
If it was outside of Major League, I'd say Ma Jinbao's the favorite. Kasahara plays better in Major League than Ma Jinbao has in his first 2 seasons. Perhaps Season 3 could be the difference. But yeah, I would say Ma Jinbao's the better player, but Kasahara could still be the favorite in this 3-game format.
These two players did not intersect on the table in a singles match last season. Bay Area and Texas split their 2 matchups in the regular season. The intriguing part, though, Matt, in both matches, the team trailing going into the Golden game came back to win the Golden game and win the match.
5-3.
They met January and February. January was right here at these fairgrounds. Blasters had an 8-7 lead at the end of regulation, but on the ultimate golden point, Nandan got the better of Lashin, and the smash won 13-8.
I remember that by doing the one serve that your Bitsigaro suggested for him not to do.
And then just about 1 month later, the smash had a 9-6 lead on Valentine's Day. That was our Valentine's Day evening date in Florida that you and I had, and I still remember so fondly. And the smash had the 9-6 lead going into the Golden game, but the Blasters got the 21-14 win. Wang had a big performance in the Golden game. Of course, he is no longer a member of the Blasters. He was drafted in the expansion draft, which is something we haven't talked a ton about so far here tonight.
I had a bit of a role to play in that part of the expansion.
Wang, new member of the New York Slice.
Eight, 5.
8-5 Kasahara here in game one. We'll see the Slice and the Atlanta Blazers 2 weeks from now in Charlotte, North Carolina, along with the Gold Rush and the Crocs. Wailing back and forth on the forehand rally there.
5-9.
Sahara is certainly the slightly quicker and more explosive player in the open rallies. Arjun Bao is much more effective playing early in the bounce. If he gets backed off,
5-10.
acceleration is a little less back from the table.
That's game one in the book to Hiromitsu Kasahara, the steady veteran from Japan. More often than not, when York Bitsigaya and the Texas Smash send Hiro Kasahara to the table, he's bringing back points to their squad. 11-5 to get the night started here in the Bay. Welcome to Major League Table Tennis, where passion meets precision. Some of the world's best players competing across 8 teams for glory, prizes, and the MLTT Cup. From Olympians to rising stars, this is table tennis like you've never seen before. Don't miss the action. Visit MLTT.com for schedules, tickets, and more.
Game 2. Bay Area Blasters to serve. Lava.
Nice Friday night crowd on hand, getting behind Jinbao Ma and their home team, the Blasters. Jinbao will try to do what Tempest Nordberg did in opening match after dropping the first game against Mark Duran. Responded pretty dominant fashion in games 2 and 3 to set the tone for the paddlers. Kasahara, though, has come out firing.
Some of the team ownership, Texas Smash and Bay Area, up in the newly minted VIP section.
That's swanky up there. Red carpet.
It's almost as nice as our commentary, though.
Almost.
2-1.
Although your presence kind of hurts the credibility, overall vibe of our area.
I get it, I'm not a VIP, it's fine.
I'm not saying you should,
2-0.
I'm not telling you to scram or anything. I like that you're here. You're here for a good reason. You're very good at what you do. But there's a difference between your overall aura and VIP.
There. Absolutely is.
3-2.
You said before Jim Balma has struggled at times with the MLTT format. Have you talked to him about that? Why do you think that is the case?
I mean, I haven't really had a conversation with him about it, but
I think you see his results outside of Major League and think
great.
he's capable of being a
3-all.
force.
he is. I mean, he's top 100 in the world. That's like an active top 100 in the world, like now. It's just 3 games is just not his.
3-4.
I don't know. I'd be very interested to see if Major League has best of 5 or best of 7 matches, how he would perform. I don't think the 3-game format is really suited for him. He starts a little bit more steady, and he doesn't really have an overbearing playing style.
I think there's also something to be said. It just takes some players a little bit longer to figure their opponent out. You know, when you're going up against somebody.
Okay, but he's won against Hero in matches before, outside of Major League.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Even on that particular day. It's a new day.
True. Yeah. I don't know. I think there's something about being a kind of visibly confident and explosive player that helps you really get off the ground in Major League. And you can see Kasahara is really pumped up, playing very aggressive, very assertive.
Kasahara inches back in front, 6-5. Middle game of this 3-game match. Every game's worth 1 point in the season-long standings. 18 matches to be played between now and the end of March, as teams try to finish in the top 2 in their divisions. One thing we didn't talk about earlier, it's harder to make the playoffs this year than it's been in the past.
6-5.
Last 2 seasons, half the teams in the league made the playoffs, 4 out of 8. This year, it's just 4 out of 10. Swing and a miss from Hero. We're tied 6-all. The other big change in the alignment is that the Chicago Wind, who we won't see until October, they are now in the West Division. And if they were in the West Division last year, we would have had to go to the tiebreaker because they finished with the exact same number of points as the Texas Smash did. The Smash finishing first in the West, the Wind finishing second in the East.
Sahara just really going for all of his shots. Pushing the serve return. Margin Bell's pretty well known for having a very tricky reverse pendulum serve.
Let 8-7.
We were tied at 6s. We were tied at 7s. Now it's 8-8.
Margin Bell just has to show his confidence more.
Are you talking about in between points? You want to see a more demonstrative demeanor from him?
I want to see it in his shots. Even that, I mean, like, that for me is fun. Like, he was so decisive making that long push.
8-10.
As long as he's decisive, at least he's kind of actively pressuring his opponent.
Well played by Jinbao Ma. Closes it out with 4 straight points. After the 2, we're trading barbs back and forth. And this opening singles match is deadlocked at 1 game apiece.
You may see a teen struggling to find his way. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we see a teen gaining the confidence and skills to land his first job. Kids today need people to see their potential and help them achieve it. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we do whatever it takes to help kids succeed. Because when we see young people, we see limitless possibilities. Do you? Join us, Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Game 3. Texas
Kasahara
Smash
claimed
serve.
game 1, 11-5. Ma responded 11-8 in game 2. And it all comes down to this sprint to 11. Kasahara to serve. Opening singles match of the night. And this team tilt between Texas and the Bay Area. Entertaining first point to start game 3.
Much better point from Majin Bao though. If he can play the whole game in that kind of assertive mindset. There's a nice finish there from Kasahara, and then it's like a 3-point straight off the serve.
Ago, Kasahara is arguably the busiest guy in the league, playing singles and doubles almost every match. He's not playing doubles tonight, however. Guadong Liang will play alongside Dave Macbeth, who again is serving double duty with Vitzigayo unavailable. And a 4-0 start for Kasahara here creates a Bay Area timeout.
We are having a quick timeout for about 35 seconds.
他第一反应拉起来之后，他肯定拉你反手，让你站住。然后你自己发球的时候，他现在开始摆短了，那可以多发一点上旋，来，发一点上旋。来，他一推你的时候有准备。OK。你也可以发个反手短的，看看他反手怎么样啊？是啊，想好了啊。
4-0.
Tim Wang beginning his second year at the helm of the Bay Area Blasters. Of course, Tim played in season 1 as a member of the Chicago Wind. Big fist bump from Kasahara. He scored 5 straight here to start game 3.
You can just see the weight in the contact from Kasahara. There's more kind of aggressive contact, especially on the forehand. Majin Bao has a very, very fine contact that generates a lot of rotation, but it's not overly powerful. So if a player like Kasahara can get a good control over the spin, then he can overpower someone like Ma.
We're not getting Lily and Amy tonight, Matt. I know there are folks out there who are disappointed by that, but
you just got side-eyed, Evan. You deserve that.
5-0.
What did I say? I was going to spare Amy from an interview with us, but after that look, we may need to get her on the headset and get her to articulate her comments. Maybe she doesn't enjoy playing against Lily on these stages, one of her best friends.
She's going to have a fun but challenging match with Chiga, Chiga is a pretty formidable player with a
good defense from Jinbao, but Hiro, the relentless aggressor that entire sequence.
Yeah, there's only so far you're going to get just putting a racket on the ball. Kasahara pretty unrelenting in those rallies.
8-1 for Kasahara here in game 3. An impressive turnaround to be sure.
There's better play from Jinbao.
Took an extra beat before that serve. Lost a good one. Another bead of sweat has fallen on the table. They're giving the assistant umpire a workout here.
It's going to be a hard uphill battle for Jinbao Ma. Trailing 3-8. Maybe not the position he hopes to be in at this point of the match.
Three, 8.
Definitely most effective part of his game.
8-4. That's 8-4.
Oh, ferocious forehand and then a backhand down the line to win it.
And nobody was home.
Timeout, Texas. Here comes Jinbao Ma.
Yeah, wait, yeah. Then put table. Yeah. You must wait. Yeah. No go too fast. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Come, thank God. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Kasahara in the lead,
8-5.
but certainly not out of danger. Wow.
5-9.
That was a huge forehand.
Confident strike from Kasahara. Snaps Jinbao's 4-0 run. Puts him within 2 of a 2-1 win.
Let's 5-9.
Great serve return from Kasahara. Out to the forehand corner.
Didn't put a ton on it, but the angle was enough to get it done. Game points. Oh, how about that?
11-5, game 2, Texas.
4 straight for Jim Bauma to get back in it, and then Hero slams the door shut. 3 impressive shots to finish this match up, including this serve return. Good night. 2-1 Kasahara in the opening singles match of the night. All right, second singles, here we go. Chiga making her MLTT debut for the Bay Area Blasters. Facing off against the veteran Amy Wang. Of course, I call Amy the MLTT veteran. She is that, but she's still just 22 years old. Chiga's 26. The second of 2 first-round draft picks that the Blasters made in this spring's Season 3 draft. Go is taken 8th overall. And I'm very intrigued to see what she brings to this Bay Area squad.
Yeah, I think it was a priority pick for the Bay Area Blasters. Obviously, Lily Zhang, after the Paris Olympics, having relocated to Sydney, Australia. So, you know, when you have a player that's halfway around the world, on top of all of the WTT commitments, it became apparent throughout Season 2 that while players had stronger women's players in those positions, if they weren't available, it was pretty tough for them to make up the ground from the free agent pool. So I think that decision from Bay Area to bring in a second high-level female was top pick for them. Chiga's right-handed penhold player. She's competed in a number of tournaments in the US. Mostly the US Open, I think, as far as I remember.
There was a US Open U21 women's champ. Also a mixed doubles silver medalist at the US Open. And she jumped out 3-0 on the Olympian Amy Wang to start her MLTT career. What's Amy's mindset going into this match, do you think?
I don't know if she's played against Chiga before. It's possible she might have. It was one year that Amy won the US Open. She had to get through some pretty tough opponents, but
this is it. After every miss, Amy's looking over to the bench for answers.
I mean, in the middle of a game, you're not really going to find answers on the bench.
This is interesting because Dave Macbeth, who's the acting coach, is now warming up, getting ready for his doubles match. So Amy's down 7-0, and you could envision Jorg Vitzigayo if he was sitting on the bench taking a timeout, resetting things for Amy. Wang finally does get on the board after Chiga starts with 7 straight. Amy won more matches than she lost last year. She went 10-8 overall in matches, 30-24 in the 54 games she played over the course of the season.
3-7.
I think she's definitely a player that feels the nerves. Typically do see a lot of ups and downs with her, where she plays really outstandingly. And to be completely honest, I think she tends to play better against Lily. So for the Bay Area, having Chiga out there playing against Amy might be better for them. They had the first ever WTT Grand Smash in the US. US Smash in Vegas, and unfortunately for all the US fans, Amy and Lily were drawn together in the first round. And so Amy managed to win the match and knocked Lily out. There's definitely two players that have a very interesting match history against each other.
For sure. And have been Olympic teammates with each other. And Amy showing some signs of life, but will it be too little too late here? Game 1. 6 game points for Chiga to get her first MLTT game victory.
10-6.
Even after a service ace, she's still shaking her head. And a miss on the forehand gives game 1 to the Bay Area Blasters, tying up this match. 2 points apiece overall. And Chiga jumped out 7-0 and then closed 11-6.
Game 2, Texas Smash to serve, love off.
Amy Wang has the serve on her paddle, looking to start game 2 a little bit more quickly than she did game 1. And she just did.
1 love.
Took her 8 points in game 1 to score her first.
One all.
Yeah, first match of the season can certainly be tough to settle in. Amy has a lot of college commitments now that are starting to kind of shift in her priorities. She's studying neuroscience, which I'm sure is a pretty challenging field to be studying.
2 all.
It doesn't sound easy.
Stop. Ball, please.
Ball in the area of
2
play, taken
all.
care of.
Three, 2.
What'd you like about the way Chiga played in her first ever MLTT game?
I think she's very steady. I mean, Chiga is a player with a really good technical foundation.
3 all.
Very good short game. I don't think we really saw anything that overwhelmingly spectacular from her in the first game. Just very high percentages, great execution, good technical consistency.
4-3.
reverse side of her racket to play backhand. Certainly gives her a little bit more range of attacking options.
5-all.
I think for Amy, she just needs to get into the rallies more.
Well, you can get into the rally or you can end the rally. She chose the latter.
It happened at the same time. Wrong. Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen anything too remarkable on serve receive from Amy, and typically that's a big strength for her. That's a lot of the time how she gets control of the rally.
That's 6-all. Stop.
Tell me, Matt, if you think this is a fair comment.
6-all.
I feel like Amy, more than any other female player that has been in the league, is a home run hitter. Now, I know you're not a baseball guy, but by that I mean it's kind of all or nothing. Big swings, big results. She's either on or she's off, and she's streaky. She can go down 7-0 and then run off 10 straight. But it's just kind of the nature of her style and the way that she goes about her business, because if she's on, she's really hard to beat. Is that a fair piece of analysis?
It is. I don't know if I'd describe her as a home run hitter because she doesn't hit the ball that hard, but in the sense that there's a lot of risk in her game with the timing or with hitting the ball over the top. Yes, I think that there is room for lots of ups and downs.
Important serves here. Missed it.
7-10.
Interesting to see that kind of received from a pen holder. Kind of cut that angle out to Amy's forehand.
Chica.
Yeah, in the backhand to backhand. Doing better.
Strong finish for Chica. 4 straight points to close out game 2. And she's got a 2-games-to-none lead over the MLTT veteran and the U.S. Olympian, Amy Wang. Welcome to Major League Table Tennis, where passion meets precision. Some of the world's best players competing across 8 teams for glory, prizes, and the MLTT Cup. From Olympians to rising stars, this is table tennis like you've never seen before. Don't miss the action. Visit MLTT.com for schedules, tickets, and more. MLTT Season 3 journey
Game 3.
beginning
They
tonight.
Blasters to serve.
Continues
Love
all
all.
weekend long. 4 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. The smash back on the table against the Crocs. Leading in the nightcap. It'll be a great Saturday crowd for the Blasters. Presumably Lily John's Season 3 debut against the Portland Paddlers. And then Sunday, 11 a.m. Pacific time, Portland versus Texas. And then Florida and the Bay Area Blasters, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, Sunday afternoon.
2-1.
Matt, where's your mind at right now? Is your mind at this is a likely 3-0 sweep, or do you think Amy's going to get one here and tie this team matchup 3 points apiece?
I don't think it would take that much for Amy to position herself to win a game. It's not like she's not good at it.
1-3.
I think her game, she's just been a little off, especially on the serve return. I mean, if she can get into these rallies, I would say she's the favorite. She plays really good angles. She has a lot of variations in the rally. It's just a lot of the time that's set up from a really strong serve return. And we haven't necessarily seen the serve return be as dominant in this match.
4-2. Amy, switch.
I'll switch sides.
Umpire reminding Amy to swap sides at 5 in the third game.
You missed it earlier tonight. We saw the first ever open serve doubles match. Akil Kumar and Sid Naresh got the win for Portland in a 3-0 sweep. Liana Macbeth for Texas against Ma and Silva for the Blasters coming up here soon.
I'm pretty surprised that the umpires let that slide, because that serve was extremely not legal.
So not the last one, but the previous point. This is the last point. Look to go back one point and see exactly what you're referring to.
6-5.
Steadied up a little bit.
Amy from New Jersey.
5-7.
Senior at UCLA.
5-8.
He's still holding a lead here.
Hugo hanging around.
Yeah, it hasn't been a comfortable performance for Amy at all. I think getting these slightly longer rallies in has definitely helped Amy kind of find a rhythm a bit more.
Missed it.
7-9.
Game points for Wang to salvage a point for her team. And that'll do it for game 3. So Chica gets the win, but she cannot complete the sweep as Amy prevails 11-7 in the third and final game, which creates a 3-3 tie through the first 2 singles matches. And that means we got doubles coming up next. Open serve doubles. If you haven't seen them yet, you'll want to stick around.
Making their way to the court. MLTT man, let's make some noise!
Senora Silva is back with the Bay Area Blasters. It's his second stint with this Bay Area team. He has been a well-traveled journeyman of an MLTT player, and he just turned 20 years old in May. The Sri Lankan national champ will team up with Jimbal Mahir against Dave Macbeth, and the only guy on the table making his MLTT debut The 19th overall pick in the Season 3 draft, Wadong Leong, a lefty penholder who will play alongside Dave Macbeth, the big right-hander from Great Britain. If you missed it earlier tonight, Major League Table Tennis is revolutionizing the way doubles is played. For over a century in table tennis, you had to serve cross-court in doubles while alternating shots. You still need to alternate shots, but now you can serve anywhere. Matt Hetherington, for those who weren't with us earlier, how does this impact the mindset of these players?
Obviously, there are some adjustments that have to be made, particularly with tactics and also with movement. We had one lefty, one righty on each team playing before. Bay Area Blasters have two right-handers out here for their doubles matchup, so it is going to be interesting to see how open service doubles affects a pair of right-handed players. I think we got a pretty clear look at how it worked against the left and right-handed pair earlier.
So it's going to begin with Leong serving for Texas to Silva receiving for the Blasters. Saw just a slight hesitation of an awkwardness with their movement as to where Silva was going to go after that first shot, but it ended up working out. They got the opening point.
Well, that's a strange serve receive. Players basically stacked on the left side. Really interesting watching the players do things that have never been seen before in doubles to try and figure out the best ways to move forward in this format.
We're going to see Wadong Leong play singles as well. We already saw Jimbao Ma play singles against Kasahara. There's a good return. Jimbao Ma, they serve it wherever you want. Smacks a winner on the return. I feel like over the years, as I've watched doubles, I'm mostly watching the ball, which is, you know, what makes sense logically. But every once in a while, I just watch like the footwork of the player after they hit it, stay with them for a few shots, and it's also really interesting to see the movement, the choreography in the heat of the moment where those split-second decisions are so critical in doubles especially.
Receiving position from the two right-handers is pretty interesting. You see them directly stacked one in front of the other.
Have you ever seen this before?
No, because you would never do that with the diagonal service rule. I mean, now it's different. If the player can play anywhere, then a right-hander is going to be where they would be in singles. So I think that's the main change, is that the players are reverting to where they would be if they were playing a singles match. That makes the dynamic very interesting for how they work together as a team when their positions are kind of more, you know, the serve can be more singles oriented, the receive can be more singles oriented. It's almost like with the two right-handers now, the movement is very different to what I've ever seen in doubles before, because you're literally having one player playing closer and one playing back, and they're kind of moving very laterally instead of usually a kind of more at diagonals or around each other. They're kind of moving across like lateral left to right. It's kind of interesting just watching this unfold and
trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch them figure it out. I don't have to play, so.
Were you involved in any of the practices or exhibitions that they did last season when they were thinking about this change?
I played a few points, and I remember the first one very distinctly. I can't remember who I was playing with, but
so not that distinctly. But sorry, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Well, I know I was receiving from Nikhil, and
there it goes.
Me and Nikhil are both left-handed. So.
Well, there's the risk of both players kind of playing on that side. Both of them pushed out to the forehand. And watch the open space vacated here. Sonora was long gone. And Leon finds the open space for the winner. 11-7 Texas in game one of open serve doubles in the night session.
You may see a teen struggling to find his way. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we see a teen gaining the confidence and skills to land his first job. Kids today need people to see their potential and help them achieve it. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we do whatever it takes to help kids succeed. Because when we see young people, we see limitless possibilities. Do you? Join us, Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Alrighty, we head to game two of the doubles, and I never let you finish your story. I interrupted, the game ended.
Yeah.
Take me back to last spring. You were receiving from Nikhil. What happened?
Well, I'm left-handed, so I stand off the corner on my forehand, leaving the entire table open, and he aced me down the line. And I just stood there, and my brain just couldn't really comprehend what was happening.
What was the adjustment you made? I mean, did you have to slide over?
I didn't make an adjustment. I played 3 points, and that was it. My adjustment was to stop. I don't know what I would do. I would have to play quite a lot of this. I'm assuming the teams have spent a reasonable amount of time practicing this, or at least trying to.
Texas seized control after the serve return popped up.
So one of the things that we saw a lot of particularly in season 2 in the doubles was players like Dave Macbeth and Daniel Gorak doing some serious damage with their backhand flick receives. You remember Dave Macbeth just winning points outright. That is gone without a trace currently. Really haven't seen that much of it at all. That's being taken out of play, it seems. Ball down the line. And then Sonora up here in the second game. Macbeth having used the forehand flick to receive that serve.
4-6.
Obviously now he can't be in a position where he's committing to the backhand all the way across.
regardless whether it's open serve or the traditional serving style, there are holes on the table that you can find to attack and double.
Eight-4. Eight-5.
Wow.
6-8.
Great movement there from Wang.
That was a fantastic return. Wow. Points like that leave you smiling. Big swings, big rips. Jim Bao Ma with the winner.
That's 6-9.
Jim Bao Ma and Tenora Silva are now 1 point away from evening up this doubles match at 1 game apiece.
Seven.
That'll do it for game 2. The teams trade 11-7 scores back and forth. And once again, we will have a rubber game. Silva and Ma bounce back from a disappointing start and roll to a 4-point win in game 2. We're tied 4-all here in the match. MLTT Season 3 getting underway tonight. 2 years ago this month, the journey began in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Game 3.
Last year's
Texas
opening weekend was
serve,
out in the Pacific Northwest in Portland, Oregon. Now back here in the Bay. Bay Area has been one of the league's most reliable spots for great crowds. Energetic table tennis community.
It is a great spot for table tennis. I was out here a few weeks ago and in the Mountain View kind of San Jose area. So many high-level table tennis clubs and wow, a lot of connection with Major League as well. I went out and visited Tao Wan-Zhang, who's opened up some new restaurants in the area.
Has he really?
Yeah. I went to Wang Jinshen's new table tennis club out here, which he opened, basically soft opened this month, Champion Star Table Tennis Academy. So I went and practiced with Jinshen, who's, as usual, going through buckets of multi-ball.
3-2.
Cole's out here in Mountain View. Tianya, who's been a free agent, has also got a club out here. So yeah, it's really an epicenter of table tennis. And Bade Chef, who we're going to see later tonight. His father, Bill, is running ICC, which is one of the bigger clubs
3-0
on this coast of the country. Pretty cool place to hang out if you're a table tennis player. And Macbeth just sends that for a winner.
Is it a winner if it goes off the player's paddle?
I don't know about the technical definition, but it felt like a win to me.
They'll switch sides with Liang and Macbeth in front 5-3.
Liang Guodong will be back after the intermission against Fade Chef. I'm pretty excited to see Liang playing singles.
Well, one thing that Jorg Vitzigayo said after he drafted Guodong Liang was that the fact that he's a lefty pen holder with a different style could really create some headaches in the Golden game for their opponents.
I mean, left-handed pen holder side. The kid was in the Chinese national team. It's and fairly recently too, 2024. So
that wasn't too long ago.
Yeah. Not in it for a very long time, but you don't just take an evening stroll into the Chinese national team in this sport.
9-3.
Whoa.
9-4.
Well, that wouldn't have happened if he was serving from the right-hand side. We're now witnessing the risks of changing your service position for doubles.
9-4.
Another let. But
9-4.
There's no serve that someone would try in open serve doubles that they haven't previously tried in singles, right?
No, probably not. I mean, you're going to see essentially most of the forehand serves for the right-handers coming back to the left corner instead of the right.
9.
The left-handers are going to stay exactly where they've been for doubles for their entire lives, for the most part. I mean, table tennis players, I can't see them serving from the middle. I mean, it just doesn't make sense for players to really serve from the middle because it's really hard for them to get out of the way. So, I think from what we've seen so far, the corners of the table are just opening up more.
Because you're not able to start the point camping out in one corner to defend it.
Yeah, at least for the left-right-handed players. These two right-handers are camping a little bit on the left side on the serve, which is both different and interesting.
2 straight game points saved by the Blasters. On a third.
Lucky sevens.
7-7.
Macbeth and Liang get it done. All 3 games, 11-7. 2 of the 3 going to the smash. And it's a 5-4 lead for Texas. We'll have a 10-minute intermission. Go grab a snack. Take a quick break. We'll be back with you in 10 minutes for Liang versus Chef as the Smash Blasters battle continues.
There's more. Thank you.
righty, welcome back everybody. The Texas Smash with a 5-4 lead after 2 singles matches and the 1 doubles match, and now it's 2 MLTT newcomers. Guadon Leong, who just got the 2-1 doubles win alongside Dave McBeth, set to take on the young up-and-coming American free agent signee Vade Chef. 19 years old, from the Bay Area, Fremont, California. College teammate of Nikhil Kumar at UC Berkeley. And he'll get his first cracks of MLTT action against this 22-year-old from China, who I know you're very excited to see, not just tonight, but throughout the season. You think he could be a really big addition for the Smash?
Yeah, I mean, with that background, definitely an interesting addition to the team. I think Jorg Bitzigayo has a knack for picking players that kind of go under the radar a little bit in the draft and really trying to like bring their potential out throughout the season. I think he's done a fantastic job of, you know, picking players that maybe don't stand out as the first pick that you would choose. You know, someone like a Pitchford or a Benedict Ola or a Lubomir Pishte. He tends to have picked more young talents for the team. And, yeah, I think this is an interesting one. Of course, Vade was on the World University Games team for the US this year. Won the University Games trial in the US against Sid Naresh in the final 3-0. So he's also college teammates with Sid. Nikhil Kumar, having graduated pretty recently, now working in New York.
Bei Chafe also got a semifinal win over Kai Zhang of the Carolina Gold Rush in the college championships earlier this year.
Great save. Not quite enough to get the job done, but
Is Leong a 2-1 favorite or a 3-0 favorite in your mind going into this match? Or am
I don't know if I could call him a favorite just because he's obviously young and has played a lot in China. I don't know if he's played overseas that much. His international career was quite short. He played too many senior international events on the national team before he kind of, he already stopped, so he's already out of the world ranking system since last year, which is a pretty short career. Yeah, Vade is a Bay Area native. Vade actually also just a couple of months ago, actually maybe less than a couple of months ago, in the US Adult National Ranking Tournament, beat Liang Jishan, another Major League Table Tennis star. So he's certainly been a player that's on the up and up in the US over the last couple of years.
7-4.
But as I said, Liang Guodong, member of the Chinese national team. Be interesting to see how the communication on the bench goes. I would imagine Amy will have to do a lot of the translation. Not sure how his English is.
6-7.
Vade is pumped up here, looking to make a good first impression as a free agent. Playing some amazing shots over the table here. Great inside-out forehand to the corner. Wang fires back. Wang really would want to win this first game to take some of the pressure off in this short 3-game format.
8-all here in game 1.
Wade's pulling some great tactics and placements here. Going for that wider forehand.
Unbelievable defense from Liang, but still Sheikh able to get the job done on that point.
Look at that chop block. And the inside out forehand. Wade has a very dangerous and unpredictable playing style.
Sheikh, the free agent signee, has the first game point.
It said space. Getting the ball out wide to Wade's forehand. Golden point.
The third golden point of season 3 in MLTT.
Everybody on the Texas bench just put one finger up. That's their way of telling me, and this is it. You have to, it's 1 point.
He's receiving. And a swing and a miss from Sheikh. He came up empty, and Liang fist pumps his way to the 11-10 victory. Sheikh was oh so close. But the big forehand came up empty when it counted most.
You may see a teen struggling to find his way. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we see a teen gaining the confidence and skills to land his first job. Kids today need people to see their potential and help them achieve it. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we do whatever it takes to help kids succeed. Because when we see young people, we see limitless possibilities. Do you? Join us, Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
To serve, love off.
All righty, game 2. And a good deep serve to get things started from Guodong Liang. 22-year-old from China, lefty pen holder.
Love 2.
I remember a couple years ago, I was just getting my feet wet in table tennis, and your colleague, our colleague, Sean O'Neill, was promising me a table tennis lesson. And we were talking about how I would work on the table, and I asked him if I would be a shakehand or a penhold player. And he very quickly said shakehand. And it stung ever since that he didn't think I could pull off the penhold tactics. Do you think you could teach me to be a good penhold player?
If you wanted to, yeah. But it's not. The reason that he answered so quickly is that penhold is not that common in table tennis anymore. Certainly not among European players.
Well, I'm not a European player.
No, but Americans kind of fall under that. There are certain areas of the world where penhold is more prominent, and here in Europe we're not it.
2-4.
And you know, as the game's evolved, penhold has just kind of become less common. There are a lot of constraints to playing with it.
What are some of those constraints?
2-5.
I mean, it's kind of an awkward grip. It used to be a little bit weaker in the backhand. Obviously, you can you can play with the reverse side of the racket now. It's still challenging to kind of make those wrist adjustments. And a lot of the penhold players were playing basically full table forehand before. But yeah, it's the grip itself has kind of died out. If anything, China is it's the only country that's really still developing players that are penhold. There's still some really good ones there. Like the one right in front of you. But yeah, I mean, the majority of people will teach people to play shakehand these days.
Nine 2 for the penholder here in game 2. After he narrowly escaped in game 1, he trailed 10-9. Ever since trailing 10-9, however, he has won 12 of the last 14 points.
10-2.
Certainly imposed himself upon game 2.
11-2, game 2, Texas.
The penholder may be fading in relevance, but it is still mighty effective if you do it like Wadong Liang. That was a masterclass. 11-2 against the teenager Wei Chafe in game 2.
Love 1.
Good roar from Dave Chafe, trying to reel himself back to a point for his team in this match.
The balance of the match has changed a lot. Wade was very much the aggressor and had a lot of opportunities to kind of make the first move and the first placement on the table. In the first game, we saw him hitting a lot of wide angles. The ball was very shallow on the table and sometimes a little bit high. So he was able to capitalize off those, but Liang has just locked in.
1-4.
Execution rates have gone up. Ball staying lower to the net. Being able to get in first a lot more frequently.
4-2.
Great slow motion replay of that point, just showing how much control Wade had and also how important the use of the finger is on the back of the racket when you're playing forehand to keep that kind of grip pressure.
You have to adjust that finger when you're hitting a backhand?
Yeah. Wow.
Did that connect?
Yeah, boy.
I got to see that many more times.
That is a nice point.
Whoa.
It's going to end up on high. This is going to be a great angle for it.
Kaboom.
Lovely. That's going to be a contender for a point of the day. Are we doing that in season 3? Or
I think so.
That one's winning right now for me. I'll just make a mental note of that.
Well, I think that we should create a distinction. Because there's, I mean, play of the day might just encapsulate everything. But there's...
Well, it does, doesn't it?
Well, hear me out. What if we had a shot of the day and a play of the day or a point of the day? Because, like, a great shot doesn't necessarily correlate with a great point.
If the shot's that great, it should win play of the day. If it's not better than all of the rallies, then it's not going to win play of the day. I think it's much harder for a shot to win out against a great rally unless the shot is spectacular. I mean, like that under net shot was a great shot.
It was a great shot.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a great point. The point, there wasn't a lot of drama to it.
It was a great play.
Sure.
Yeah. Hence, play of the day. Wade just moving back into this, trails by 1 point.
Service error helps him out.
8-7.
Wang Naresh was potentially signaling whether Liang wanted a timeout there. The players have now learnt that they should be the ones to see if their teammate wants a timeout. Because if the coach stands up and signals timeout, then the umpires will honor it.
And the player cannot reject a timeout called by the coach, and occasionally the umpires see the coach asking if the player wants a timeout, and they award the timeout.
Yeah. Right.
And the coach is like, no. And, well, no, you called it. Too late now. No takebacks.
10-8.
Liang Guodong with a match point here.
To complete the sweep. Be the first individual to sweep a singles match this season. Vade Shade stays alive. Games 1 and 3, Vade has really had some moments of brilliance. Tough draw for the 19-year-old out of Berkeley.
Stop. Again. Service clock warning.
Service clock warning for Liang.
10-9.
The warning does not create any issue or drama for Guodong Liang, who closes out the 3-0 sweep. 11-10, 11-2, 11-9. And that clinches the lead heading into the golden game for the Smash. And we still got their top draft pick for Season 3, João Monteiro. The veteran from Portugal set to take the table next against the Arab Lion, Elsayed Lashin.
Players to the table.
Alrighty, for folks who have followed table tennis internationally for a long time, this is a really cool pairing because Elsayed Lashin has been one of the stars of African table tennis for several decades. He's 45 years old now, from Cairo. Been playing table tennis since he was 11, appeared in 3 Olympic Games. And then Joao Monteiro making his MLTT debut, a 2-time Olympian. He's 42, and he has played all over the world. And he was the first-round pick in this year's draft for the Texas Smash.
Yeah, really great to see Monteiro in Major League Table Tennis. He was a part of really kind of pinnacle level Portuguese national team through 2015-2016 that won the European Championships team event. I think also the European Games, if I'm not mistaken. They won 2 major European team championships together, I think in 2015 and 2016. Also European mixed doubles champion with his wife, Daniela Monteiro, who was a member of the Romanian national table tennis team and a top European player herself. So great to have him here in the league. This is going to be a fun match. Both 2 very experienced players.
Game 1, Texas to serve, love.
The combined age of the guys who were on the table in the last singles match is younger than the younger player in this match. Just to say that Chaith, who's 19, and Leong, who's 22, combine that to get 41. A 42-year-old and a 45-year-old here, lots of experience playing on the international stage.
Why am I saying Gerald? I'm getting my Geralds mixed. I was just going to talk about athleticism, which is not a strange topic to Monteiro's Portuguese teammate anyway. But yeah, Monteiro is really a player that throughout his career is focused on fitness and athleticism. Still keeps in really good shape. Does a lot of physical conditioning. Very focused on health.
4-1.
At his best, he was top 30 in the world.
Yeah, great high toss serves, good forehand footwork. He also gets a really great snap on his forehand contact. It's a very sharp and direct forehand execution. Lashin Elsayed is a little bit more unpredictable, I would say. Lots of changes in wrist positioning right before contact, so it can be difficult to tell where he's hitting the ball up until the very last moment.
6-3.
I would say Monteiro's should be well equipped to handle this match, but you never know.
Well, it's great to see Lashin back in MLTT for a third straight season. Just a guy that for so much of his life has lived, breathed, loved, so passionate about the sport. He's been a great international spokesman, caretaker, example. He's been one of the good guys for a long time.
going after that backhand side of Montero.
One thing about Lashin, he's never been intimidated to play against a top player.
No,
I mean,
not at all.
He brings it.
It's the thrill of the chase for him.
Yes. Oh, an edge. Tough break for Lashin. He had been building some momentum.
Some really great placement from him as well, even from the first ball. He's doing a good job of trying to lock Montero up in that step around corner.
Yo!
If I'm not mistaken, Montero's the first Portuguese player to play Major League Table Tennis. I'm not forgetting anybody, am I?
I don't think so. Wow, over the table. Great serve return. Getting that change in direction was really impressive too.
Machine within one.
Heavy backspin serve. And Montero opting for the high toss serve quite a lot. Sometimes it can help you get more friction and more spin.
There's also more margin for error on the toss, or less margin for error on the toss. It's more likely the toss goes awry. Oh, wow. Oh, wow!
Strange last ball.
Lashin dug that ball out of the ground, seemingly, to get it back to the table midpoint. Right there.
Great forehand work from Montero. And
we're tied. 10-10. Second golden point of this match and the fourth of the day here in Pleasanton. Return, and Montero takes game one. Both golden points in this match have gone to Texas and to a couple MLTT newcomers, Guadon Leong and João Montero, finding the golden points to their liking in their first MLTT experience.
You may see a teen struggling to find his way. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we see a teen gaining the confidence and skills to land his first job. Kids today need people to see their potential and help them achieve it. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we do whatever it takes to help kids succeed. Because when we see young people, we see limitless possibilities. Do you? Join us, Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Well, that's adorable. Young Bay Area Blasters fan with her new favorite shirt.
Game 2, Bay Area to serve, Lava.
Elsayed Lashin battled hard, was so close. And yet he still fell short. And in the end, you lose 11-1 or 11-10. Doesn't matter whole much whether you do a 10-point loss or a 1-point loss.
I don't know. 11-10 that would hurt.
11-1 hurts even more.
If you lose 11-1, you just clean slate and start the next game. But 11-10, it can kind of grind away at you.
2-1.
Especially when it's 1 point difference, not 2.
Sure. Good adjustment from Lashin as the net ball popped up. So quick on his feet at age 45. Multiple Olympic games for both of these players. Elsayed Lashin, one of the best players ever to compete for Egypt.
Big forehand from him.
2-4.
I've seen this high ball toss from Enzo Angles, but other than Enzo, no one has really tossed it this high, this consistently. What are you expecting from Enzo and the Carolina Gold Rush, the reigning champions here in Season 3? They've got a very different team than they had last year. Satoshi Ida is gone. Hong Lin is gone. They traded Sid Naresh.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty different landscape for them. I mean, especially Ida was... We heard Enzo talk about him so favorably so many times, about how he kind of alleviated a lot of pressure off of Enzo throughout the season. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think this season's going to be trickier for them. I think the two new teams are definitely the ones to watch for the first few matches in the season, just to see kind of where they land among the standings that some people have in their minds already.
What is in your mind as the season begins? Where do the expansion teams, Atlanta and New York, slot in within Princeton and Florida and Carolina in the East? Do you think one of those expansion teams makes the playoffs?
It depends on availability. A lot of it. I mean, we're getting more international caliber players, but the more international caliber players you have, the more commitments you have to contest with. So, you know, there are some teams that have some good combinations of 1 and 2 players. If both of them show up, I think it'd be really hard for other teams to get past them, but we'll see.
Timeout Blasters. Montero within 1 here in game 2.
So aggressive.
How about you deserve?
Our very own Bay Area
Yes, no, that's
in the
yeah.
zone.
Do the forehand short. No.
Or you didn't serve any long backhand, right? You can also try one long backhand, right? You serve one long backhand. Yeah. Yeah. If you open with spin, then you have to get ready with your forehand.
Do you want short or long?
If you serve this one, he's going to try to drop short.
I think you can do this one. This one.
backhand? No, this one.
Forehand short. Yeah, forehand short.
This one.
Yeah.
You still better. You still better.
Bay Area Blasters ownership, looking at their what they will hope could be a victorious team tonight, but they're trailing.
Yes, they are. They're not.
Some pretty impressive table coverage from Montero. But in the end, I mean, Lashin, when he comes out swinging, it's really hard to push back from.
Two straight for Lashin after the Blasters timeout. 2 points away from tying up this fourth singles match at 1 game apiece. A sizzling serve that ticked off the net for Alette. Another marvelous rally, and Lashin's forehand finished it. Rising to the moment again. Elsayed Lashin with a game point. Incredible stuff. Should we stop calling him a veteran and just call him a legend? And is he still in his prime? Pulling out some great shots to take that game. So we got game 3 here between Lashin and Montero. 1 game apiece. What stood out most to you, Matt, about how Lashin turned things around in game 2?
Just really going for his shots, and I think one of the key things is he's been very bold and choosing to counter-attack a lot as opposed to blocking. You know, Montero's out there playing shots that have good quality on them. But Lashin has not shied away from the challenge. And that's really helped him get back in control of the table a lot of the time. See how this third game goes. A matchup like this, you know, sometimes I really wonder about the mentality of players when they come into matches when there are generational differences between the players. So I always wonder, like, Lashin, when he was at the height of his playing level, it was kind of a generation before Montero, or half a generation before.
Even though they're only 3 years apart.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they were playing a lot at the same time, but I always wonder, like, you know, if the younger players come out here against Lashin or against someone like Montero, how they mentally approach the match. Are they intimidated? Are they thinking, I should win against this player because, you know, I was stronger during my time, or you know, they've been retired for longer than me? I always do. I'm curious about what their thought pattern is of, like, do they recognize that there's potential for them to lose?
As a reminder for why this game is so critical. If Texas wins, they'll take the maximum 5-point lead into the Golden Game, up 10-5. And start with a 5-0 advantage. And including earlier tonight, teams are now 61-6 all time in MLTT when they take that 5-0 lead in the Golden Game. That's winning about 91% of the time. When teams have just a 3-0 lead, at 91% success rate, dropped down to 62-38. Still better chances than a flip of a coin, but not that much better.
Tied up here at 4 points each.
That's the stakes.
Serve clock's counting down, but Montero gets the serve toss right up at 0.
Switch sides with Lashin up by 4. Hey, I don't mean to twist you into knots or put you on the spot, and I will not hold you to this prediction, but kind of independent of availability, when you look at the expansion teams on paper, Atlanta and New York, you feel they are going to be competitive immediately with the other teams in this league? Or do you think it'll take a little time? Or what do you think about how they will fit in as newcomers? We'll see them in 2 weeks in Charlotte.
There's kind of two parts to it. I feel like they drafted okay, but the expansion draft was a little rough for them. Obviously, like,
for both of them?
Yeah, I mean, you know, all of the current teams got to pick their favored 4 players.
Yes, they got to protect 4.
Yeah, and then the expansion teams had to then choose players from the other 4, you know, the not favored 4, let's say.
So, I mean, but Amir Hodai was a first-round pick for Texas last year.
Yes.
Jeet Chandra, the smash for the team that got hurt the most by the expansion draft.
For sure. Yeah.
Losing 2 pretty good players that helped them get to the championship game last year.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, there were some interesting draft decisions. I think they came out of it okay.
Timeout here taken by Texas. Let's eavesdrop on the smash huddle.
We got a timeout here at 35 seconds left. I got a t-shirt to give away. Raise your hand if you can tell me the 2 new teams that joined the league here at MLTT. 2 new teams. You think you know? What are they? That is correct! Good job! The New York Slice and the Atlanta Blazers. Look at you, all-star. And we're back. 3 seconds left.
Well, not much to eavesdrop on, because it was not a very chatty huddle. More contemplative, meditative huddle. Without York Gallo here. Joe Montero is by far the most experienced player in the huddle. Of course, Jorg and Joao spent some time together in the Indian League. Just part of Montero's international journey. He tries to get back into it. I don't know if you saw this part of his bio. He won 7 Portuguese First Division titles, 4 Italian Serie A titles, 2 Greek A1 League titles, and a French Pro A title. Not a bad resume.
Yeah, I mean, he's played a fair number of different leagues throughout his career.
3-time European champion as well. Once in doubles, once in mixed doubles, and the team event.
Two great counters from Montero. He played a surprisingly good quality loop against that first ball. Retrieved the net. Lashin within 2 points at the end. Montero within 2 points of Lashin.
There's obviously a big point right there. Get back within 2 with now a couple of serves to work with. Lashin takes one huge step to a critical point for the Blasters.
Lashin's just really hammered that backhand side of Montero throughout this match.
Two-point game. And a couple serves coming up for Lashin.
Montero needs both of these points just to stay alive.
10-8.
Game point. Elsayed Lashin, ladies and gentlemen. He's still got it. An impressive victory and a respectful, sportsmanlike handshake between those two veteran legends. Blasters within 3. Golden game coming up. Dave Macbeth, Tim Wang ready to make their selections for the Golden Game.
Okay, Golden Game worth 6 points. The winner of the Golden Game will win the match. Texas, you are up 9-6. You'll start with a 3-point lead. Bay Area, since you're behind, you pick first. Your first player.
Senora Silva.
Sonora Silva is your number 1. Joao Montero is your 1 and your 2. David Macbeth, number 2.
Elsayed Lashin.
Elsayed Lashin is your 2 and your 3.
Jinbao Ma.
Jinbao Ma is your 3. Hiramitsu Kasahara is your 3 and your 4. Gudong Liang is your 4.
Ved Chef.
Ved Chef is your 4 and your 5.
Suga.
Suga is your 5. Amy Wang is your 5. Good luck, coaches.
Certainly interesting to hear Dave Macbeth call his own number in the 2 spot. An important position to try to set the tone. Get the ladies going head to head. And Montero going right back to the table after losing a couple games to Lashin, and he'll get Silva. Silva, in his opportunities to play Golden Game in Season 1, was one of the best in the league in that regard. He did not nearly get as many opportunities in Season 2 and won 8 points and lost 8 points. But Season 1, he was one of the best in the league, 64% winning percentage. All right, 3-0 Texas. Here we go. Mentioned it earlier as Silva gets the opening point for the Blasters. Both times that Texas Texas and the Bay Area played last year. The team that was ahead going into the Golden Game did not prevail. We saw comebacks in each. Macbeth, though, coming out firing against Lashin.
Nice wide cut angle there from Macbeth. Texas Smash doing a good job early on of protecting their lead.
Lashin gets one back. By the way, Silva was 64% in season one. Macbeth was great in season one, too. He was 60% right behind Silva. Golden Game win percentage. 3 out of 4 here for the big Brit. And it's a 6-2 lead for Texas. Asahara and Ma back to the table. Feels like it's been a while since we saw these two guys go head to head. Start this match out for singles.
10-minute intermission, really.
Makes it feel longer.
Feel even longer ago, yeah.
Asahara took 2 out of 3. But 2 straight for Jimbao Ma. And the Blasters are within 2. And Ma's got 2 serves that he could use to tie this Golden Game up if he could win both points. Every Golden Game is absolutely critical. Texas a season ago went 12-6 in Golden Games.
So it's going to go straight in the net.
3 out of 4 for Jimbao Ma, excuse me. Blasters were 12-10 in Golden Games in season 1. Season 2 went 10-8. Good stuff from Bradong Liang, coming out with an aggressive mindset. He's arguably been the breakout player of the day among the new recruits. 3-0 sweep over Chef in singles, and he's taken the first 2 points over him here in the Golden Game. Create a little bit of separation on the scoreboard again. Well done by Chef.
If you could split here, it would keep Bay Area within striking range. Whoa.
Wow, awkward point on both sides, but it's an important one. Chef does get the split as the players both win their points on their serve. And now Chiga versus Amy Wang. Amy a year ago was a 500 player in Golden Game. She won 55 points. She lost 55 points. Right down the middle. Let there.
10-7.
Amy's 2-0 to start this year.
Opportunity there, that serve was a little loose.
9 straight points won by the server. Ge and Wang split their 4-point sequence. Montero back to the table to face Silva. And if we are tied 20-20, it would be these two guys back at the table for one final point at the end of the night. Sonora Silva showing his Golden Game prowess. The moment is never too big for him. Hit return, good serve from Silva. It's another 2-2 split. So we remain with Texas leading by 2. Montero and Silva are done for the night unless we're tied 20 all. Macbeth serving to Lashin. Dave Macbeth is the difference in this Golden Game right now. He's now won 4 of the 5 points he's played against the Egyptian.
You could see Lashin fist pumping early after hitting that forehand, realizing that he was going to end up losing the point.
Timeout, Blasters.
Okay, well, you have to make sure that you're ready, okay? If he opens the backhand, many times he likes to go down the line. If you give him anything to backhand, many times he likes to play banana down the line and also backhand down the line. Okay, make sure that you're ready for that shot. Okay, against backspin. Yeah. If you play short and he comes with banana, be ready for your forehand side. If you get a chance to attack first, yes, first attack the ball to middle and then you can go anywhere. Okay? This serve doesn't matter. You can go short forehand. Just be ready to attack first. Okay? Come on.
Good glimpse into the mindset of all the things that you're trying to process and decide in a very short amount of time. Unbelievable point. How did Macbeth not put it away early?
I can't believe Lashin even managed to stay in the point. How did he just go into attacking mode against that kind of... Oh, man. Very entertaining.
Lashin can't back it up, though. And Macbeth claims 6 of the 8 points they play in the Golden Game. So it's Texas now with a 4-point lead. And the Blasters need Jim Ma to get at least 3 of these. Kasahara takes the first.
Slightly out of position on the step round. He's done with giving himself a little more space.
Big point for Kasahara in Texas, and he knows it. 5-point lead, just 3 points away. It's a split for Jinbao, but that might not be enough. The Blasters now relying on Vade Chef. Leong could put it away for the smash. Castro takes the first point on Leong's serve.
Seeing Leong step around and open cross evades forehand a lot. He's one step ahead this time.
Texas rode their Golden Game success to a Season 1 title and a return trip to the Season 2 championship game. And now Guodong Leong has a chance to close it out without even Amy Wang returning to the table. Match point. And a dispute.
Definitely.
Did it catch?
Oh, the challenge is going to come in at 2015.
Well, why not? Let's take a look. Everybody staring at the monitor.
I really think it was down. I didn't even see it bounce. Yeah.
I'm not so sure. It's very close. Wasn't even clear to me exactly how the umpires ruled it, what the call on the field was.
I wonder if we're going to get another angle.
A little late night drama to cap the opening day of Season 3 competition. So
who's making the call on the challenge? Oh, yeah, that looks down. Yeah, from that angle, it definitely looked like it bounced down. So if you watch it from this side, the ball's played from outside the table. Well, it's kind of down the line, but it definitely didn't bounce up.
To be clear, if it hits the side of the table, no good. It needs to. But if it hits any part of the edge of the table,
I'm fairly sure it hit the side. If it was me making the call, I would be giving the point to Texas.
And Texas
here we go.
Gets this point, and the Blasters lose the challenge. It is good night, and the smash will celebrate.
Yeah, so it was kind of played almost in line with the table. Actually, that
angle
makes it look.
Yeah, they gave it the smash. Recognize this angle.
It does.
They're calling it an edge ball. Ball's overturned. Blasters are still alive.
2016.
This is very interesting because it was played right down the line, not really from outside the table. It did look like the ball dropped down, but from that last angle, it definitely looked more like a touch. Part of the top at least.
So Chef gets the split. The challenge is successful, and now it she go. Welcome to the Golden Game.
2016.
You need to win each of these 4 points to give your team a chance. Amy Wang has it on her paddle. And missed it.
2017.
All right. Timeout, Texas. Amy Wang will contemplate this serve a little bit.
I really didn't think that the end, I thought the last point was here. And
MLTT fans, what a treat we had all night long. Everybody do me a favor, let's build up some excitement. Can everybody stomp their feet for me?
I find it interesting that that call was overturned, because while I think it hit the edge, I'm not sure it was conclusive. Let's take one more look at this angle that they used to overturn the call.
2017.
That is kind of hovering like.
We got to get back to live action. Still match point. And that'll finish it. Amy Wang closes it out for the Texas Smash. They win it 21-17 and take the match 15-6 to cap day 1 of Season 3 here in MLTT.
Love seeing the team celebration difference when Amy's the one out on the court. It's a little more subdued.
were so good in Golden Games throughout Season 2, and they get the victory started here in Season 3, 21-17. And so it's Texas and Portland that get the day one wins here in the Bay Area. Both those teams will have a chance to get 2-0 tomorrow. Texas plays at 4 o'clock local time against Florida. And then Portland takes on Lashin and the Blasters at 7:30 here at the Alameda County Fairgrounds. Somewhere in Germany, I think Jörg Witzigayo's probably happy right now. But we're going to have a chat with Dave Macbeth, who starred as the captain, acting coach, and without him in the Golden Game, they would have been a very different spot. He won 6 of the 8 points he played against Lashin, cooling off the Arab Lion after Lashin took 2 out of 3 from Montero.
Wang out there doing a little autograph signing.
Alrighty, we're joined now by Dave Macbeth. Dave, some interesting drama and intensity down the stretch.
Yeah, sorry, one more time.
Yeah, what did you see on that review there? What did you think about that, looking at it on the monitor?
Oh, it was a weird one. We thought from one angle it was an edge, and then one angle it was a side. And then we got the final angle that the decision was made, and that was slightly more clear. That probably showed it was an edge.
Yeah, it was a pretty strange one for sure.
Yeah, it was weird. The first one over the top of the table looked like an edge, but then the one from the very side made it look like completely side of the table. So.
All right, zooming out a little bit, strong start for you and your team. Certainly playing without Jörg has to be a challenge, but how do you feel your team came to play to start Season 3 today?
Yeah, I mean, if you notice, Nandam, we had some info incoming from Mr. Bitzigayo in Germany. But it's we've had a good few days together. We had a few days before this warming up in San Francisco and Triple Eight, so we got to know the new guys. Obviously, a few of us know each other well enough now, Season 3 together. So we just tried to take it slowly because it's a lot of unknowns, especially with this new doubles.
Right. Yeah. Perfect chance to ask you more about that.
I'll just set you up for that one.
Yeah, you had a lot of great success in Season 2 with the doubles. I mean, we probably see you hitting more backhand flick winners in doubles matches than most other players. How was this new doubles experience for you?
I felt like they came up with a new set of rules to stop me doing it. So it felt a little bit personal because there'll be no more backhand flicks. Unless someone wants to serve short to my backhand, then crack on. But no, it was weird. It was interesting. I think the combination today was quite effective. It helped with Liang having good serves. He set me up a lot of times straight off his serve, which was very beneficial. But
do you still feel after getting one match in and obviously playing against a couple of right-handers that a left and right-handed combination still has the advantage even in this?
That's what we're thinking initially, hence why we've chosen the left-right combo and got rid of me and Hero together. But the thoughts are from a lot of the players that left and right will be more effective. But we'll see. I mean, I thought they played pretty good, especially in that second set today. Margin Bell serves are very effective, so we'll see how it pans out.
Dave, Lashin played really well against your guy Joao, and then you call your number in the 2 spot in the Golden Game, and you get Lashin. What was successful for you against him that really was the difference down the stretch in the Golden Game?
Yeah, I think I managed to. I actually chose to serve slightly differently to him. I normally serve the reverse. I did it in the 4th time I served, but I actually just tried to take all the spin off the serve and try and get me to get a receive that I can try and keep him out from. That was kind of my game plan, because I know if I start serving a spin, he'll give me more. I'll open up and then he'll turn around and rip a forehand. So luckily, I came away with a few points from it, because I think when I've seen him play before, if you give him a free chance in the backhand corner, that's where he likes the ball, and he's very strong from that.
Before we let you go, what's it been like integrating Joao and Guodong Liang into your team, 2 talented guys?
Yeah, no, it's been good. It's been very good, especially having more high-level players in the team is always nice for me. It's been really good to practice with, and yeah, we've all settled in pretty nicely so far. We'll see. Obviously, we just won a match. We'll see what happens when we lose one, if we lose one.
All right. Well, you got a quick turnaround. The 4 o'clock match tomorrow. We'll let you go and prepare and relax and enjoy this night's win. Congrats on the good start. Dave, thank you for your time. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers indeed. Texas and Portland are 1-0 atop the West. Bay Area Blasters will get back to work tomorrow, Matt, against the Paddlers. And it is time to check out our Play of the Day nominees.
It's a thing. We're still here.
And Matt, you have the honor and distinction of choosing the Play of the Day. Here are the nominees. There are a lot of good points in this match.
It's quite a nice point, especially because he uses a backhand attack in it. It's a very seamless backhand attack, especially with long pips. But he didn't win the point.
Right. Yeah, I think that disqualifies him. You got to win the point to close it out. The odds makers have this as the one you're going to choose.
Just to spite you for suggesting it should be in a separate category. Look at that. I mean, this one was nice too. It's a strange point, but yeah, that's a nice shot. I mean, it's a nice point. It's a nice point, but you've got to give it to Liang. It's such a clean round the net shot, and that angle of it from the opposite side, it's such a nice looking shot.
All right, so Guodong Liang goes 3-0 in singles, plays well in the Golden Game, and authors the Play of the Day as selected by the Matt Hetherington, all in his MLTT debut. Not a bad night for Guodong Liang.
Shot of the day, play of the day. Maybe not rally of the day.
Not the rally of the day, but that's not the category. Maybe we should start that category. Anyway, Matt Hetherington, it's been a pleasure beginning this journey again with you.
Yeah.
And we got to turn around and be back here in about 18 hours.
Fantastic.
So get some rest.
Yeah.
And I'll see you tomorrow, my friend. Hope we'll see you tomorrow as well as Season 3 of MLTT rolls along. Portland and Texas get the Day 1 Friday wins, but the action has really just begun. We'll see you at 7 Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific for the Saturday slate, starting with Texas and Florida, and then Portland and Bay Area later on in prime time. For Matt Hetherington and our entire production team, my name's Evan Lepler saying good night from the Alameda County Fairgrounds. Great to have you back in Season 3 of MLTT. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.